All right, I was able to catch it right as soon as it did the 4 GB thing, because I don't want it. I don't want my videos to get that delayed feeling anymore. That delayed, not feeling, but that literally delayed aspect. I hate that. Like I said, I want my videos to be excellent and production to be good. Cause I could just say, oh yeah, y'all just figure it out and all that type of stuff. But you know, okay. And we was already 30 minutes in, so we going in. That was so we looked at center. Not centers. We looked at Sinister. We looked at Host. We just looked at Skinamarink, and now we're about to look at Insidious from 2010, the first one. So, and compared to my list, it's not touching it, bro. I don't know what y'all want me to say, but I can see why y'all feel this way because like that sounds and all that. Because like these new movies, they're doing a lot of they're doing a lot of psychological horror, and they're doing it like on a scientific level. So you know, so I get why they say it's the scariest ones of all time because they're literally doing like real science stuff into it. Because the old movies they were doing like creativity, and it had like a little bit of truth in it, but now they going full force. So we're looking at Insidious, and I like how the movie Insidious. I can speak on this. It talks about the astral plane. Yeah, and see, I like the filter of this. This fire. I see. I can't show it on here like that. It's like a it's like a grayish type tint. Like around 2009, well, 2008 from about 2012, they were making movies like that, like in that weird type of filter, and it added to that horrorness, I guess. So I guess I can't show the full thing. You feel me? But I'm gonna show the little kid falling, cause the kid was in a coma, and he got hit so hard that he like once again he was in a coma, and I believe that's what people are during like when they're in a coma. I hate to keep repeating that, but when they're in that state, I believe they're in the astral plane, and they went to go, and the boy couldn't get out. Hold on, they just showed that. Hold on, they showed the horse chair rocking by itself. But this is the scary one. Like this is the very first Insidious. This is before The Conjuring. This is really getting the stuff. I didn't show it all the way, but we're gonna keep it moving. But y'all should once again y'all should be looking at the trailer with me. I shouldn't need. They're showing the baby monitor, and that's when they showed the. I still remember that scene where they showed the baby monitor. Oh wow, they had the shadow figure in the corner. But they were talking about the baby monitor. I still remember it was like it was like a yelling. And then I remember they looked at there was like an entity in the room, like in the window. Oh, there it go. Hold on. And so they end up calling these, the paranormal investigative people. So, like I said, I can't show the full thing, so check it out. But once again, the whole movie isn't really scary. It's just that one part that scared me. And they're talking like a lot of the stuff is real to me and to other people. That was April 1st. All right. So that was Insidious. Like I said, I believe they like that one so much because it talked about the astral plane. And if you do something called astral projection, I never did it before. I didn't try it yet because I'd like to do my research first. I'm not the type to just go in like a dummy. I don't play with spirituality like that. That's why that's why I don't like talking about it a lot. So, and it's not supposed to be talked about a lot. It's supposed to be for individuals. So that was Insidious, and once again, the next one is The Conjuring. So I believe that's in the same universe and series. Now I believe I know it's in that. So this is the Conjuring. I don't remember this movie like that, but once again, I remember that. I think that was The Conjuring when they had like the Hat Man or something like in it, and they was doing the hide and go seek, and it was like, and they kept doing it over the house. And I remember that scene. I think that was The Conjuring when they was on the what is it called? A dresser, but it's like a tall dresser. It's like a closet, but it's not like a closet. You feel me? It was like a wooden dresser, but it was like tall, but you could put like clothes in it and all that. Like I don't know furniture, appliances, and all that. But I remember they looked up, and the entity was standing on top of the dresser. It was like a tall dresser, like this tall, and the person was on top of it, and then they jumped on the lady. Y'all should know what I'm talking about, if y'all know the movies, you know. But I was saying in Insidious, they were talking about the astral plane, and I really believe that's what it looks like. So I'm looking at The Conjuring now. It's the same people in it, except they're doing like paranormal investigative work, so, like the ghost hunters. But the funny enough, I have one like that in my top 10, which is called Grave Encounters. They're doing stuff like this at a insane asylum, and all those people, a lot of people died in those places, so their spirit and everything is still there, and it haunts those areas. It says based on the true story of the Wyans, out of thousands of cases investigated, there is one so disturbing they've kept it locked away. And apparently, I'm guessing that's The Conjuring until now. So, like I said, I was reading it from here. It said it on the thing, and that's not what I was talking about. That's some type of cuckoo clock. Y'all saw that, right? And I believe that's real. I believe that really happened to those people, from the director of Saw and Insidious. So that's legit. That they're in this old house. Like I don't like those old big southern houses. It has that vibe of, wow, holy shit. That surprised me. I ain't gonna lie. And funny enough, I was not funny enough. It's not funny at all. But how I was talking about, it has that vibe of slavery. Watch this. Terrifying, right? They show the noose. And like I said, it's such a vibe today to see all this stuff. I wasn't even planning on making these videos. It's just that it started to get. Oh, hold on. Like I said, I haven't looked at these trailers in so long. This thing was 13 years ago. 13 years ago. Like I said, I love all this stuff. I love movies. I love all that cool stuff. Matter of fact, I think they just showed the dresser thing I was talking about. Not with the entity jumping, but the check it out. Y'all see how she was hitting her head on that? That's where the entity was, and they were jumping on that. So this is The Conjuring, the first one, the very first one. Oh, here they did show it. Wow, holy shit! And see, I haven't seen this stuff in so long. It's terrifying, man. Look how the entity was on the joint. Hold on, check this out. Scared the mess out of me. See? I know what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm saying. Wow. They're showing like the birds and everything. And once again, I don't want to keep showing it because they're gonna copyright me. So once again, this is all on YouTube. Everybody should have YouTube because y'all looking at y'all looking at YouTube right now. So get on your. Okay, I still remember this. Yeah, I can see why y'all think this is the scariest one. This is pretty wild. I still remember when they put the bed sheet over the lady and look at that. I'm gonna show y'all this part real quick. This is pretty wild. And this is how a lot of people wake up. They have that thing called what is it called? Dang man, what is it called? The sleep paralysis. They have things like that. Wow. That's great. That was in July 19th. So they got like this little weird thing that they do, like this weird paranormal thing. So So that was The Conjuring, and like, they said these are things. These are all based on a true story. Like they really seen this stuff, and you know. And if you want, you can test it out on yourself. You know, if you really want to see that stuff, it will come to you. So if you don't think this stuff is real, you can. What they say, fuck around and find out. You know, I never seen this stuff in person, but the fact that I feel like the goosebumps and all that stuff, I know it's there's some type of truth to it. Okay, so we just finished off with Sinister. Well, not really, but we started off with Sinister. Number two was Host. Number three was Skinamarink. Number four is Insidious. Number five, The Conjuring, which I just showed. And not lastly, but next is Hereditary. So I never seen this one. I never seen the trailer, nor have I seen the actual movie, but I heard of it. They said it was a decent movie, and that was by A24. So I know it's legit. I never seen a bad A24 movie yet, and I was able to see. I was blessed enough to see Backrooms, like they had it randomly on Twitter, so I was able to watch it for a little bit. Like I watched the whole hour thing or whatever. It was pretty good. But I wouldn't go pay to. I would go pay to see it, but it wasn't better than Obsession. Nowhere near it. But I like how they had the back rooms though, because I believe that's a real place. Okay, okay. I just looked at this up. That was kind of fire. And once again, A24 be doing it, man. Like I don't know if they are connected to the company Apple, the technology company, but they really they Apple knows game too with this stuff. I remember I went to go see that movie called Fly Me to the Moon, and that was by A24. Check this out. Like they had a little dollhouse, right? But check this. I love how they did that. That's so good. Excellent production. Like that was fire. They also had this movie y'all could check out by Matt Damon. That this is an A24 movie. I don't believe, but y'all could check out this movie called Downsizing, and that may be like in the future. I believe we may actually have that. Like y'all know how we have shanty towns when the Great Depression. Wow. But I was just checking some mail. What was I saying? Oh, the movie Downsizing is by Matt Damon. Y'all can search that up too. It's when they shrinked everybody to have cheaper things. As like y'all see how y'all want like cheap housing and all that type of bullshit. If y'all want to, they will have a scientific beam that will make y'all miniature. You know what I'm saying? Like literally like little people. And they will put y'all in like houses and be in a mini city. You know? And I guess the people who don't want to do that, they'll be like God or whatever, and they'll just, help out the small people. So that's a pretty trippy movie in itself. I would even consider that a horror movie, but it's not a horror movie, but that's pretty. But it makes sense. It's logical though. That's the fucked up part. Like movies like The Purge, The Hunger Games, Downsizing. Like when you first see them, it's so horrific and shocking. But then when you think, like critically think and logically think about it, it's like, man, we may got to do stuff like that. And it's like, it's scary. It's very, very scary. Yeah, Hereditary. I don't know what this is. And like I said, I don't know what they're talking about because I can't do the sound. But check this out. I like that. That's fire. But they were showing them painting a doll or something like that. I don't know what. I don't know the gist of the movie. Once again, I hate to keep showing it. Like, look at that. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but I don't know if that's part of. Remember, I was just talking about downsizing. I don't know if that has something to do with it. Like they're showing like the miniature figures. Like I said, all I can look at is the picture. I don't know what they're saying, so they're showing all these like doll figures. They just showed a little kid cutting a pigeon's head off with scissors. which is it's not funny, but it's that awkward laugh, you know. It's showing some little white kid. It said this is 2, 4, 5 stars, man, and that's what I'm saying. They're saying this movie is a scientific scare study. Like they actually did like real science on this stuff. Like y'all can look at some trailers. They have like secret recordings of people like in the movie theater and like being shocked and all that. Like that black and not black and white, but that green, that night vision type thing. They just showed this dude hit his head on the desk for some reason. I don't know what that's about. They showed his reflection in the mirror of him smiling. They said it's terrifying and all that. They're showing a lot of people hitting their heads and stuff. They showed this. Whoa. Like I said, I don't even know if I can show this stuff. Hopefully this thing doesn't get banned or whatever. But they're showing some crazy stuff on here. And like I said, it's that uncanny feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting like goosebumps and all that. Like I love it though. It's terrifying allegedly. Look at that. Like and see, it's so weird because I don't know what they're saying. I didn't look at this is my first time looking at this trailer. Hereditary. So I forgot what that means. That's some type of like a family thing or something of that nature. You know, like DNA passing down to each other, I believe. So I don't know what that's about and the connection to the like they're doing painting dolls. I don't know if they're doing like voodoo. So that was Hereditary. That's Hereditary. Like I'm gonna check these out afterwards, but I just wanna like this is part of it. Just wanna show it off. So that was number 6. So I'm guessing this is by ranking. So that was Hereditary. Now we're on to Smile 2. So they have both of them on there of the scientific study. So we're about to look at Smile 2 since that was the first one that they like I'm going by rank. So that was number 7. We're looking at Smile 2. I never looked at this one before. But I was saying how I'm not going to speak on that again. I'm not going to speak on that. Y'all can watch the video. The showing I don't know. I can't describe some of this stuff. It's like I'm saying it's so horrific. I can't really describe it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's him just he was like what is it compulsing, and then he just started smiling. So I don't really get that. And then he started bashing his head on the on the weight while smiling. So I don't really know what that is. But also now this is kind of a horrific movie. This is it Mark Wahlberg? It's called damn I don't even know what is it called. I love that movie so much. It's when the movie oh man I'm trying to think of it. Mark Wahlberg he was the star of it, but it was called The Happening. That's what it is. My memory is so good, man. Like I said, I'll be freestyling off this stuff. It's called The Happening. They had that similar thing. It was like a virus, and I pray to God that doesn't happen in real life. Like they had like some type of hysteria. Like I got goosebumps and all that. But they had like this thing called hysteria. I think that's Hysteria, hysteria, and it was some type of bird virus going around, or like in the wind. Like every time it started to get windy, I'm guessing that was like the virus. Oh man, look at this. This is what I was talking about when people when when you seen death or you killed somebody, people would look at you like this in public. So this kind of like surprised me in a way. But I was talking about the happening. Hold on. Like they'll look at you like this in public, and see how it's like in a crowded area. But if you look at some people, look at that. Hold on, this is perfect. Like this is how it really is though. Like how I be seeing people in public, it really be like this. Hold on. Like they'll walk at you. They'll walk past you like that. You know. And I'm not making it up either. Like real ones, I don't know if everybody will speak on it because it's kind of you know that's kind of deep. It's kind of too scary. I don't. Like I said, some of these movies is so psychological. I don't really. I gotta really see the movie because I'm just looking at the trailers and it's like you know. I like how they have that painting. I don't know what that painting is called, but I've seen that painting before. Like that, it was like the Fool or something like that. Hold on, you'll see it. That one. So look at that. I got it's so crazy. I guess that adds even more horror to it because it's silent. you know. But going back to the movie, The Happening, everybody just started killing themselves. You know, every time it started to get windy, like if they was outside, they would just start banging their head on the wall, or they'll jump off a building, and all that type of stuff. All right, I'm still looking at the trailer. It's like I can't describe it. Like I said, y'all should be looking at this with me. You know, so at least you won't be as scared. You feel me? At least you won't be as scared. Look at that. So I don't know if this like an entity or something. And then they showed the mirror once I'm kind of nervous. I was like, look at this. Like I said, I don't get it. I don't really get it. This came out last year. Shout out Naomi Scott. Shout out Lucas something. Hold on, Lucas Gage. Okay, so that was Smile 2. I'm not like I said. All these are like psychological horrors. I don't really get the gist of it because once again I never seen the movie before. Yikes! Is that I can't tell if that's the is that Nikki from Obsession? She kind of looked like her, like a young version of her, like a younger version. Look at these people. Look at that. And see, that's uncanny. You feel me? And see, that's once again, I thought that's what that was, but I think it's a totally different thing. So I don't really, like I said, I don't know the gist of it. And see, it's all like I said, the vibe of today, like it's all rainy and cloudy, and it's all dark, and I'm by myself. It just gives you that good feeling. Like I said, I can't look at some of these things alone. Like in my list, I can't look at this stuff alone. Oh, so I'm sorry. We're on Smile One now. Look at that. I swear that's Nikki from. I don't know her actual name, but I swear that's her. Look at this. Isn't that her? But I can't like I don't have a computer or nothing, so I can't go search it. But I swear that's her. And this is Smile One. So we have two more to go. It will be The Exorcism of Emily Rose, and the last one is Talk to Me. Now I saw the trailer for Talk to Me yesterday. So it turns out I saw four of them already. It's I'm at the part where the middle aged man is sitting on the hospice bed and he's just smiling. Very awkward. Imagine seeing this in person. You know? Oh wow, hold on. I gotta see this whole part. Hopefully y'all once again y'all should be watching this stuff with me. So look at him. So she probably tripped out. She was like, wait a minute. That's trippy, man. That's crazy. So I'm thinking he's yelling at her, saying something. Hold on. Oh wow. So that's some messed up stuff to say. He said, "You're going to die. You're going to die." And they really be seeing patients like that. By the way, a lot of these things. If you work in prisons, if you work in like the cutting edge of reality, you'll see all this stuff. And I'm a cutting edge. You feel me? I'm a cutting edge YouTuber, so showing y'all the bare bones of reality. The last black pill influencer on YouTube. So I'm black pill. Some of y'all are what you would call, I guess you would say, unhinged. Like some of y'all are just wackos. I'm on some like this is like reality. You know what I'm saying? But it's because a lot of y'all can't handle. Wow, they just showed the person completely on fire. Oh, holy! I see. That's what I never seen this before. This was crazy. This is crazy. I believe this one is kind of scarier than the first one. Check this out. See, I remember that off of Obsession almost. Look at this. I like that. That's good. That's scary as shit. And see, I don't have the sound, so that was kind of crazy. I'm sure one more time. That was crazy. Hold on. Look at that. That's the fire part of something. I was like, damn. Look at this. And see, that's not. I mean, it's scary, but it's like, you know. And I seen somebody set on. Oh man. And see, now this would have been a good one. Check this out. That wasn't even supposed to be there. That scared me in itself. I went to go see that in the theaters. I don't remember when, but I still remember go seeing it in the theaters. But I actually seen somebody get set on fire like that before. You know, probably shouldn't say that online, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But yes, all that type of stuff. So, like I said, I seen a lot of gruesome stuff. You feel me? I mean, I didn't do it, so I can speak on it. You know, nor was I accomplice in it. Oh, so we're on number 9 now. Like I said, I'm not feeling these horror movies, man. I mean, it's good to watch, but for the science of scare study of all time, somebody lying, bro. Or I gotta really see like I gotta see the lore, which is LORE. I gotta see the lore of things. I gotta see. I don't remember seeing this movie, but I remember seeing it. You know, I don't remember any things in it, but I still remember seeing it. This is from 2005. This is 9 years ago. That was not 9 years ago. That's when that's when they showed. That's when they uploaded it, but it came out in 2005. That's over. I don't know how old was I? I was born in 1997, so that may be I don't know, probably 10. So the Exorcism of Emily Rose. So I have the last Exorcism on mine, and who that is from? She's from Scary Movie, I believe. Y'all should check out that movie. Now that movie's hilarious. Scary Movie 1, 2, 3. So I swear she was in. I think she was in the like. Remember when they was in the haunted mansion thing, and he was like, "My strong hand." Y'all know what I'm talking about. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. Hopefully y'all are cultured like that. Hold on. So allegedly, this might be based on a true story. So it says, in what was considered a rare and controversial decision, the Roman Catholic Church officially recognized the demonic possession of a 19-year-old college student named Emily Rose. And they can't just say that type of stuff, by the way. So I think this is real. Her exorcism was recorded, and that audio tape recording played a crucial role in the events that followed. So it may have been dramatized, but hold on. I thought I was tripping. Hold on, watch this. I know I was a tripping. Y'all seen? I'm like, oh, okay. Ooh, we're 29 minutes in, man. God damn. It's gonna be a long. It's gonna be a long joint. But this is fun though. I love it. Hopefully y'all enjoying it with me. Like I said, I tried to watch this stuff yesterday and I couldn't get past the fourth one. So why? I don't know. And I still have that feeling, but not like I had yesterday. And I think it's because it was nighttime and all that. Like I said, it has that old camera vibe and everything from 2005. I love that type of stuff. Like that, it reminds me of New York. Like just that brunchy camera. Y'all probably can't see it. iPhone 18 coming soon, or the foldable one, whatever comes first. Witness the disturbing story. Is that the same dude from Insidious? Hold on. That is him. The paranormal investigation guy from whoa. See, I keep looking down and looking up, and then there'd be some scary shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was him. Though. Watch this. This surprised the mess out of me. Hold on. Like that's scared the mess out of me. And like I said, that's that old 2005 animation, so that it looks all silly. But allegedly, they seen that in real life. Now, if I see that in real life, I'm like, damn. Like I wouldn't be scared because I'm at that level where I could see stuff like that. But man, you feel me? I think they showed that blackface again. I think they was in the rain. So once again, y'all should be looking at this with me. Look at that. What the fuck? See, that's what I'm saying. These old movies, they kind of had to. Yeah, okay, I can see why this one is kind of. I kind of feel it. I kind of feel it. Hold on, watch this. I'm at the pause the thing. Watch this. Like they're showing like the black figure. Watch this. That's wild. But this one, like, see how they showed like the faces. So I can kind of get it. And I believe they did that in real life. See, this one has a bar scene too. I like how they. Wow, that is so good. Hold on. Hopefully I don't get delayed. It's gonna cut off eventually. Watch this. I love how they did that. And then it fades into the smoke. That's fire. All right. So that was, and it's weird how they have the website. It says what happened to Emily. So, shout out Sony. All right. So that was number 9, and we're at the last one. It's called Talk to Me. So these are some decent movies. Now that I would say the last part that I showed y'all, but it's not scarier than you feel me. It's not scarier than the last Exorcism. I wouldn't even say that's scarier than they had that one called the a thousand when it was in the catacombs at France, out Paris. I think it's called 1,000 feet below or something like that. Like I said, I know my movies, man. Very very cultured. So I'm looking at Talk to Me now. Not Talk to Me Now, but Talk to Me. This came out 3 years ago allegedly. Another A24 movie. Like they really dropping them. I never heard of them before though. Until I heard of Fly Me to the Moon, which was with who? Channing Tatum, I believe. That was in 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22. So look at this real quick. I like how they did the A24. I like how they changed it. They showed the hand. Watch this. That was pretty smooth. Like, see, I would love to do stuff like that, but they'll see people like me and they think, oh, I'm probably too ghetto, or I don't act ghetto, but they have the stereotypes and all that type of stuff. And y'all can hear in my voice I do talk a little black, so because I'm black, black as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know about no the 23 and Me. I don't know my ethnicities and all that stuff. So I don't know, but both of my parents are black. Like my dad, he's like brown skinned, and my mom, she was light skinned. I'm not gonna show y'all my family. I can't do that. I can't do that. Yeah. Oh, that looked kind of crazy. So I don't want this joint to cut off on me. But this is the last one though. So check this out. That's the hand. Let's watch this. So I don't know why they chose her, but look how they did that. Watch this. Creepy, right? And I believe black people, and they took the dog out the room, so I don't know what the deal with that was. It's possible that when they do like spiritual possessions and all that, like the demon or whatever entity can jump into like a pig, into like a dog, a goat, that type of stuff. And you could look at some of these movies have that, like they're taking the dog out. It was like a little pug. Like I said, to really get the best experience out of this, you should be looking at this with me. They got the hand showing, and I believe that's like a real thing. That's like a real type of thing, like a real type of ritual. Once again, is why they have it in the all-time scariest movies of all time. So I think you hold the hand for a certain amount of seconds, and then she's getting possessed by the hand, and you say the words "talk to me" while holding the hand. So, and I believe her mother passed away or something like that. So it's kind of hitting me in a way because my mom passed away. So I'm like, so there's some type of look at that, and I believe that's real. That's called. There's an actual word for that. I think it's called necromancy, like when you talk to the dead. Look at that. Like that's not a real person, Look at that. And I think she got obsessed with like seeing her dead mom. Like that's supposed to be her mom. So I believe she got like I don't know what they're talking about, but look at that. See, I hate to keep getting up. Like I said, y'all supposed to be watching this with me, but like I said, this is the best way to articulate it. Look at that. That's one. But watch this. But I believe they get obsessed with talking to their dead. Look at that. I believe they get obsessed with talking with their dead relatives, which is understandable. So they showed some kangaroo. They showed a kangaroo walking bloody. Look at that. And see, that's okay. Remember I was talking about the movie Devil, and I was talking about how they look at you like this, but with the black eyes. Check this out. Terrifying. That's like a bug, I guess. They used to say I had bug eyes, like when I was a kid. Like I used to have like my face used to be smaller, but my eyes would be like big. They would say like bug eyes. And that was Talk to Me. That came out July 28th, 3 years ago, allegedly. All right, and that was all top 10. We had 38. So that was all top 10 of the science of scary study movies of all time, horror movies. And I'm not going to go over my trailers. Y'all can search it up yourselves because the thing is so long, But I'll say what my top 10 is, and I'll say what their top 10 is. So we'll go over one more time. The science of scare studies that were horrific of all time. Number 1, Sinister. And then mine was Sinister. Number 2 is Host. Mine was The Grudge. Number 3, theirs was Skinamarink. My third one was Paranormal Activity. Their number 4 is Insidious. My number 4 is The Fourth Kind. Number 5 is The Conjuring. Mine is 5, Devil. Number 6 is Hereditary. My number 6 is One Missed Call. Their number 7 is Smile 2. Mine is Insidious. Their number 8 is Smile 1. My number 8 is Evil Dead from 2009. Their number 9 is The Exorcism of Emily Rose, which I showed y'all, which I agree with, but not in mine. My number 9 is Grave Encounters. So if y'all search up these ones that I have, it's gonna scare y'all. It's gonna be pretty scary. Like even the trailers are scary. But at this point, they should have like clips of it, so y'all can look at clips on YouTube. I think that's that Fandango, Fandango, Fandango. So we're at number 9. That was Grave Encounters, but theirs is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. And lastly, number 10, mine is The Last Exorcism, and theirs was Talk to Me. So that was the horror movies, and we're gonna end it off with the Conjure clap. So, all right, you have a good day.